We're live. Hello.
Okay. Is that
Uh,
good?
Go ahead. You go ahead.
No, yay, we're live. I started by interrupting Nick.
We're
Classic.
all just winging it. I mean, I'm trying to turn on the
Nick has
light
a
I have. There we
special
go.
low cam this time.
Yes. Check
We
out.
gotta
Check
get the
out. Got to get the desk. This is
gotta get the
me.
viewers
This is
somehow.
me. I feel like I should be either tearing down this keyboard or doing some sort of ASMR.
Yeah, why not both?
Everyone, you can check out the cat. Shepherd, say hi. Hey,
Are you gonna
come
save
on.
humanity, Shepard?
Shepherd. Yeah, he ain't saving anybody. Okay. We'll see if AC Wraith appears. Because, yeah, we just confirmed that we're doing the podcast like 40 minutes ago.
Technically, like 3 days ago, but reconfirmed 40
Yeah,
minutes ago when I woke up.
technically 3 days ago, but I'm never sure how things are going, what it will
Yeah,
actually be.
a lot of that's on me. I apologize. I'm
That's
very
fine. Look,
fickle.
if we couldn't do so, part of me really wanted to just say, you know what? Maybe we'll just skip the podcast so that I could go play more Crimson Desert.
I've noticed that you've been just on Crimson Desert every night.
Uh-huh. Oh yeah. Okay. We'll get into this. This is the podcast stuff. Now let's start the
Guys, this is just his normal
show.
speaking speed. Don't worry
This
about it.
podcast discusses video games, pop culture, and technology, and these podcasters have big, fat potty mouths. If you're younger than 18 or are easily offended, please stop this podcast now.
That is not.
Oh, and your mom said to take out the trash and do your homework.
It is Morgan Freeman.
Worst
We met
Morgan
him
Freeman.
at PAX. Okay, this is. Let me cough, hack, wheeze. This is GameHounds
professionals.
episode 815. Grand Theft Auto got Grand Theft hacked. I'm your host, Nick DeNicola, here with Andrew Smith, or is it AC Wraith? I always get it confused.
We'll find out by the end of tonight. Today? Whatever.
Hopefully. Yes, Edie's not here. Edie is still in LA with the family, enjoying Disneyland. She sent us a bunch of pictures on the Discord about visiting Disneyland for the first time in. Oh, wait, I guess she went with the family last year too, didn't she?
I wouldn't know.
Okay. Well, I don't think she's been that long. But I do believe that she mistakenly said Space Mountain is the best roller coaster in California, which I feel is just a gross understatement, a gross misunderstanding of roller coasters. I don't even think it's in the top 10. And I say that as someone who hasn't ridden a roller coaster in several years, but I would put almost all the roller coasters in Great America above Space Mountain.
I rode one roller coaster that was not a very good one about 20 years ago.
Are you not a
Correction,
roller coaster?
25.
Oh,
I haven't been to an amusement park in 25 years. I got taken once when I was like 11. 9.
is that by choice? Do you not like them, or just by
That's rich
happenstance?
shit.
Okay. I mean, to be fair, when I was 11 years old, it was not rich people bullshit. It was like we could go and hang out there all day. I actually have a good memory. Like way before anime became mainstream, there was like an anime convention is way too big of a word, but they have a theater on the Great America grounds. and they would play a bunch of anime shows all day there. So I went with some friends and we sat in the theater, watched a bunch of anime, then went to the park, rode some rides, then came back, watched anime in the theater. It was an amazing day.
See, that sounds great. I live in the middle of the country, and I went to the one that's in Kansas City
Mm.
because my babysitter took me and my sibling to this. Like, my parents have never taken me to an amusement park, partially
Yeah,
because
like how far away was that?
over 2 hours.
Oh, yeah. Oh my God. I would not drive 2 hours for an amusement park. I enjoyed my time there, but like they're 40 minutes away in the Bay Area.
Yeah, no, this was a 2 hour drive.
Oh,
Or
that's
so I was diagnosed with ADHD, and I didn't realize this, but on the drive there, I have this memory of like slowly nibbling on my juice box because I wanted to drink it, and I was so bored in the car that I just kept mouthing it because I wanted to drink it, and I couldn't stop thinking about it. But I knew if I drank it, it would be gone, so I had to wait till at least halfway through the ride.
so you're just like sitting out chewing on the box. Did the box like get a hole in it?
No, it did get kind of moist.
Was that from the juice or was that from your saliva?
Saliva.
That's
Yeah.
that's like a dog with a dog toy.
Kind of. It was just a corner, but yes, I just remember being like
Oh,
so bored.
oh, they've got it. Where's the goddamn toy? Do I not have the banana toy? Oh,
Oh, he gone. Yes, that's some Andrew lore for you.
it's like how this toy, you can clearly tell
It
where the
was-
cats have been chewing on it.
It's exactly that. Listen, I didn't know I had ADHD, and a 2 hour car ride was a lot.
I mean, a 2 hour car ride is a lot for any kid, let alone kid with ADHD. And like, look, that's when your parents should give you a toy or like something to keep your mind off of things.
I didn't know I had it. And I was with my babysitter, so
Oh, that's true. That's true. She should have given you, I don't know, a Rubik's cube.
I was also a big kid, so like fitting in stuff was a little awkward.
Mm,
And the big memories I have are two. One was the only roller coaster that I went on was it wasn't one of the big ones with the big drops. It's like Wild Mountain or something at Adventureland, and I remember just kind of like floating out of the seat a little bit
mm,
as a kid when I was taking like turns, and then the one that shoots you up into the space.
yeah.
Like I remember distinctly almost slipping out of that one
Oh,
as
gee.
I was going out. Like the belt was catching me, so I wasn't like falling out.
Okay, yeah. The belt in between your legs. So the belt did its job.
But I was resting on the belt more than the seat by the end of it.
Ooh. Yeah, that's a little terrifying.
It was a mix of being a big kid and small because I was a kid. So like the safety mechanisms aren't really designed for that shape.
Hmm. Yeah, I know there was a story of the drop zone at Great America, which doesn't shoot you up, it just brings you up and then drops you.
Mhm.
But there was a story about someone that slipped out of the harness. And it's like,
Amusement marks aren't death traps, guys. They're fine. They're fun.
mm-hmm.
Rich people aren't looking for ways to die. It's okay.
Look, we're just so bored with a rich upper class white life that we need to introduce some sort of danger. So we ride on roller coasters where we might die.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. But when we're not riding roller coasters, we're playing video games.
Because we're the only people that can afford it.
I mean, it is very much still an upper class white thing. Yes, video games now are
They're more
high class.
ubiquitous now, but
The more you look, there's never been a better time to be a cheap gamer because there are so many good sales out there that you can get so many great games over the past 50 years for pennies. And there are so many free to play games that you don't actually have to spend money on if you don't want to. So like there's a whole ecosystem there for people that can't afford a PlayStation. But But to the people that want a PlayStation, it's like this weird mixing of, you know, old and new, the past and the present. And the past were, you know, Xbox and PlayStation and Nintendo were kind of the big players. That's going away. And now the big players are individual games, not the platforms. Hello, Shepard. But yeah, speaking of platforms, I got a PlayStation Pro.
Yeah, you had mentioned that.
Yeah, I think I'd mentioned that on. I think I said I got it on a previous podcast, but
Yeah, I think the
now,
last one I was on, we mentioned the price increase.
yeah. So I bought it before the price increase went into effect. Still ended up being very expensive. You know what? Conveniently, they always leave tax out of those prices.
Yeah,
And
and
so a $750 console is actually closer to $850.
honestly, the taxes are crazy for when you get up that high.
Oh, it really adds another $100 practically to it.
Which is insane.
Yeah. But when I first got it and turned it on, started playing Crimson Desert Pro, it no longer crashed when I went into the map menu. So that's pretty nice. Con,
Was that
like
an update or was that the PlayStation Pro?
I think that was the Pro, because by that point there hadn't been a lot of updates. Oh, and AC Wraith is talking about husky jeans. I don't know husky jeans. Is that like what for the kids, or was that just an 80s thing?
I
I do
read
not
that.
know husky jeans.
I read that as husky genes, like as in genetics.
But that's not how you
No,
spell.
you're right. You're right.
You'll have to give us more context on that. But yeah, with the Pro, at least initially, I didn't really see any big difference. Maybe they were jeans for fat kids like me. Okay,
Those,
okay.
those were called sweatpants.
Oh God. Oh, okay. Look, you
Look, I
dropped
had a
some
very
embarrassing.
sad kid life.
You dropped some embarrassing Andrew lore. I will drop some embarrassing Nick lore. I wore sweatpants like all through grade school and middle school. Like, oh, maybe not. All through like junior high, I would come to school in sweatpants. And it wasn't until I went into high school that I was like, I should stop wearing sweatpants.
I'm gonna one up you, not intentionally, but uh,
Jeez.
again, I was obese kid, and my parents were poor, so we kind of only got clothes that I could fit in if we kind of got donated or we could find them cheap. So I wore sweatpants all throughout high school. Deeply regret this. I'm very sad about this in hindsight. At the time, sharing too much, but depression, you don't really care. I didn't want to be in school anyways. The worst, though, looking back on it, is realizing that I wore gray sweatpants and a gray sweatshirt that
Mm,
matched colors. So I went to
mm.
school as a fat kid in a matching sweatsuit, like gray sweatsuit, but without any stripes or anything. So it's just
Yeah, just gray sweater, gray pants.
yes. I in hindsight,
I feel like you could
awful.
have pulled off like the sweater and the sweatpants.
They
But
got me
having
different
them the
colors.
same color is a
No, they were
little.
the exact same
Hmm.
color of gray. So it's it's
Well,
as
okay.
bad as
If it makes you
good.
feel any better, living across from a high school, every now and then I'm working from home and I can see kids going to and from the school. A lot of times I look at them and go, "Oh, you're just wearing pajamas." Like you're wearing those sort of loose, baggy plaid. They're not sweatpants, but they're loose, baggy pants. And I'm like,
That's
huh,
yeah,
you're
but see,
just
that feels like a style choice.
it,
Wearing
it
a
is.
gray.
I feel like it's post-COVID style. Was like, you know what? I wore this comfortable in my house. I'm just gonna wear this comfortable to school. Screw it. And you know what? I'm for it. Be comfortable in your clothes.
Yes, I'm much older now. That was 20 years ago. No,
Yeah.
like 17. God, I'm
Uh
old.
AC Ray says they still exist. Husky jeans are a specialized sizing category for boys' clothing designed with a wider waist, seat, and thigh compared to standard regular fit jeans. Oh yeah, bartender asks, "What time does the podcast usually start?" Around this time, actually, noon West Coast time, 3 p.m. Eastern, and I believe it's 2 o'clock for you,
I'd say
Andrew.
we're normally more on topic, but they're not. Don't let them trick you.
On topic. What do you mean? Where?
Talking about high school 20 years ago, not games.
This is the GameHounds podcast. This is what you come here for. Okay. So fine. Going back to the game, the whole point I was going to make was that when I got the Pro playing Crimson Desert, initially I didn't notice that much of an improvement. The quality and the performance mode was still very, very separate. Like I could still see a distinct difference in quality when I was on performance mode, and putting it to quality really hit the frame rate. But then I went and I turned on all of the upscaling features that the Pro has, and that's kind of now what the Pro is for. It's the goddamn Nvidia cards. It's the pisser PSSR. That's PlayStation's own AI upscaling feature,
Is
and
PlayStation 5 a Nvidia card?
it's getting there, man. It's definitely getting there. But I gotta
I,
say, after turning pisser on, ironically, the game looks great.
I can't. Fuck. No, you can't call it pisser. It's
It it's
terrible.
it's PSSR. What does this stand for? It stands for
PlayStation Super
PlayStation
Scaling. Good.
PlayStation Spectral Super Resolution.
Super. Okay.
It's
Spectral, not.
PSSR. How do you pronounce PSSR?
Look, I'm not saying you're wrong.
If
I'm just
they
saying
if
it's a
they don't
terrible.
if they don't want me to call it pisser, then come up with a better acronym. But like I said, ironically, pisser makes the game look great. Like it looks like it's running at super high resolution, 60 frames per second. There are so many times, especially during the day, when the sun is casting shadows. That game, I would hate to live in the world of Crimson Desert because it's so fucking windy all of the fucking time. All of the trees are just.
As a person who lives in the Midwest, yes, that's where I live, Nick.
Is it? Oh God, that's awful.
You don't understand. It is so calming and wonderful. It is a fantastic feeling. You coasters would never understand.
No, maybe because when I go out into the world of Crimson Desert and I see the trees, I'm just like, God damn, that's beautiful.
No,
Just
we get
seeing
like
everything fly. There's stuff flying in the air. It's
um we get up to like 40 miles per hour gusts easy,
ooh,
and those are the best, man. Just hearing the wind howl and it's peaceful.
hearing a
Um
goat get swept up into the sky.
yeah, I mean, you like you put those into your losses for the year because you know they're going to happen. No, so PlayStation 5 is an AMD GPU, but also Pisser is the PlayStation's like proprietary upscaling technology. It's their
Yes,
own.
yeah, it's their version of
It's just gonna always be
DLS,
Pisser
DS,
now.
DSSR, DLS. No, what was the Nvidia's thing called?
DLSS.
DLSS. Yeah, did Delser
Dils.
Dils?
Dils.
Mm.
It's Sir would be the FSR for AMD. Anyways, we're just
Anyways, the point is, Pisser is really good, and honestly,
you
I
guys hear
think
it. Nick
buying
loves pissers.
not pissers plural, not plural, singular. I love the one pisser. But I think when the Pro first came out, it was absolutely not worth it because it only became like a visual difference. It only looked better when I turned on that upscaling.
It was
And so,
basically sorry.
yeah, it basically the Pro is not worth it unless it has AI upscaling.
It was basically a meme when they revealed the PlayStation 5's improvements because it showed you like, oh, this one has an opaque window. Like that was it in Last of Us 2. Like the guard tower has an opaque window. Yay!
Oh god, I remember the thing they showed off for Ratchet and Clank. And it's like, let's take this one scene, let's zoom into the background really far. And look, now they look a little blurry. Now they're slightly less blurry.
One thing I will give it that they can't show in a thing like that because when you're presenting, you don't know what screens people are watching on, and that's a big problem. If you've ever done like an FPS test on like online and you're like 240 hertz,
Mm,
120, 60. If your TV's 30 FPS, you only ever see 30 for each one of them. So you're just like, I don't see a difference. Of
yeah.
course not. But like visual quality, that's something you can compare and contrast versus like getting your hands on it and feeling the smoothness of an uninterrupted 60 FPS would be a good selling point. You just can't show that.
Yeah, you really can't. And on the base PS5, I was playing a lot of Crimson Desert in quality mode because it looked better, but it ran at 30 frames per second. And I played that enough that like it didn't feel that bad. But then when I got the Pro and I started switching between them really quickly, I very immediately I was like, "Oh man, I don't want to play this in 30. I want to play it in 60. It just feels smoother, it feels quicker, snappier, like but I want the quality." And I always think back to all those old games that I didn't even think about frame rate.
Yeah, listen, I got into PC gaming and it became like trying to chase the dragon because you don't notice it. When you're playing 30 FPS, it is if done well, it's a perfectly serviceable experience. And you get used to it, your eyes get used to it, it's fine. You go to 60 and you see what the world can be. And suddenly you can't go back. It hurts to go back.
So okay, now I need to know, is going from 60 to 120 the same?
Okay, it's not the same. There is diminishing returns and it gets even worse after that. But at 120, you still notice. Like
Okay.
instead of like individual frames, kind of just the whole experience being smoother, when you pan and you're looking around, suddenly that becomes way smoother at 120. And
Hmm.
when you're not there, you notice it. A lot of people say you can't tell the difference, but I'm telling you, I've once, when screwing around with my monitor, accidentally set it to 60 FPS, and I didn't know this, and I went and played Apex, and I'm like, why am I lagging? Why am I getting these micro stutters? And it's like, oh fuck, it's because I'm an elite prick, and I need to have my FPS up high now. But
You're like 60? 60 looks like shit. I can't play on 60.
you, like I said, you get used to it. Like if you spend some time with it, and
Yeah,
it looks
yeah.
way better than 30. But if you can have 120, it's, you know what? I don't know what your TV's resolution, like what your TV can put out, but download Apex Legends. I believe the Pro has 120 FPS mode. If you want to see what
Oh,
that's like, and your monitor can do it or your TV can do it, try
it
it.
should be able to. I think it can do 120 hertz. I don't know if
Make
that's the
sure,
same as FPS.
yes, that's how much the max FPS your screen can do at one time.
Okay.
Make sure that it's not just 1080p, but actually 4K.
Yeah.
Because some monitors will be like, or TVs will be like, we can do 120 FPS, asterisk at 1080p. Like, we can't do
Mm,
that 4K. But yeah, give it a shot. Tell me if you notice a difference.
okay, I'll have to download Apex then.
Going back though always feels gross.
Well, then I'll just stop playing Apex.
Yes, yes, and oh,
Yeah, AC Wraith says Jedi Survivor has been running like crap in my 720p window. It wasn't that bad when I started.
okay. Jedi Survivor has some performance mods that people have worked on.
Mm,
Try going and looking for those. I've heard that they help. They help with some of the stuttering.
yeah, well, like he says, my monitor can do 120 hertz and 240 hertz. I've yet to try, but if it's having performance issues
Yeah,
in
not with Jedi Survivor.
720p on the lower settings, like I don't know if upping the frame rate will help that. At this,
No.
yeah, at this point, you're probably better getting the performance mods. You're fixing the game that EA won't.
Yeah, they did 7 updates and they're like, good enough. Anyways, yeah.
Okay. What have you been playing?
Oh, I
Get
wish
into
I had.
that.
Um, gosh, I'm gonna have to step away here in a few seconds. The only new thing, technically, is Temtem Swarm.
I don't know how to spell that, but I will take a
Tem,
guess.
Tem. Yes, essentially,
Oh,
but Temtem's one word. Temtem is a Pokemon-like competitor that was an MMO. They shut down the MMO and made a Survivors-based game, which is the Bullet Heaven Vampire Survivors-esque gameplay loop. It just hit 1.0. It had been in alpha or like beta, early access. That's the word I'm looking for. It's fun. I've played a lot of Survivors games. It's very grindy. It's not the best. The thing it brings to the table, it's kind of Pokemon like. You're with certain characters, like your Tems, you can evolve as you're playing, which is kind of cute. And it's co-op. So if you like that kind of setup, um, that's good. Uh, it's really grindy though. You could avoid it if you don't care for it, but if you wanted to play a Pokemon-esque Survivors with a friend, it's kind of the only option. That's the only new game I've played. I've
can
played
you?
Division 2, which I can talk about later, and then some Red Dead 2. So, 5-year, 6-year-old games.
Okay, going through all the classics. So wait,
Yeah.
is the Temtem uh is Powerwood not co-op? I thought.
No, no. Oh, this is like for Survivors, like for this format of like Bullet Heaven.
Okay. Yeah, okay, the Vampire Survivor-esque.
Okay, I need you to talk about Crimson Desert for like 25 minutes straight. Can you do this, Nick?
25 minutes.
Because I will be back.
Okay. No, I don't want to leave studio. I want to take that down. And then let me look for some Crimson Desert gameplay. So I will say, okay, I need to actually spell the game correctly. It's not dessert, it's not dessert. Beginner secrets, updates, a lot of like there's so many like, oh, you may have missed this in Crimson Desert, or get stronger with this, blah 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 blah. Not just gameplay. Okay, here we go. We will just use this. Bear with me. Okay. So yes, Crimson Desert. This is kind of what I've been playing a lot of. As I said at the top of the podcast, part of me was tempted to just say, well, Andrew can show up, but maybe we should just skip the podcast so I can play more Crimson Desert. I cannot defend the slow start because it does have a very slow start. And so people bouncing off of it after 10 hours because all you're really doing is some fetch quests, that is very, very valid. But I think there's something to be said about the way the game keeps introducing new mechanics to you. I compare this to Horizon, not Zero Dawn, the other one, Forbidden West. In Forbidden West, okay, wait, I need to change the banner. This is not uh Temtem. This is Crimson Desert. There we go. So yes, in Forbidden West, you started in like this kind of miniature valley, and that valley introduced you to a lot of the base mechanics right away. And so you kind of had a full 5-hour game that did all of the things that Forbidden West does, but on a much smaller scale. And then after you play through enough of the story, like I said, about 5 hours, it opens up into the big world, and it's like 20 times as big as that little tutorial valley was. But that tutorial valley taught you most of what you'll be doing throughout the entire game. And I like that, but there's also, you're never really surprised by new mechanics because what you do in those first 5 hours, you're going to be doing for the next 70 hours. And so with Crimson Desert, that is absolutely not the case. What you do in the first 5 hours is not the same as you'll do in the next 10 hours, and not the same as in the next 50 hours. There's a lot of similarities. Yeah. You'll still be doing fetch quests for people because every time you recruit a new gray main to your mercenary group, they will have a request. So every time you bring someone in, they say, hey, I've got an idea for how to make the camp better. And that usually involves going to someone, talking to them, and then bringing back some supplies. But that then becomes just one part of the game. At first, that's the whole game. Then that just becomes a part of the game as you start finding other ways to expand the camp, as you start finding other ways to work with the city politics, as you start finding ways that this country is at war with this country. And so it just becomes mechanic on top of mechanic, on top of story, on top of story, on top of system, on top of system. And it just starts layering all of these things on top of each other in a way that's really, really cool because the game just starts to feel bigger and bigger and bigger. And even though it's a big game space wise, it's also a really big game mechanics wise. And the way that that slowly unfolds over time is really neat. Uh, for specifics, I recently got the ability to embed and extract abyss artifacts. And so what that means is a lot of weapons you find have these special qualities to them. Maybe those special qualities are something as simple as critical hit rate +1, attack speed +1. Other times it might be a special move so that if you hit all one a bunch of times, instead of just swinging the sword, you swing out a blast to hit multiple people at once. Jesus, Shepard, sit down and chill. You can those things are all stuck to a gem, and you can extract those gems by going to a special witch, and then you can implant them in other weapons. So what that means is you can start taking the abilities of some weapons and stacking all of them onto one weapon to make this one super weapon. And once you start kind of wrapping your head around that, the equipment becomes like this whole new system that kind of allows you to mix and match things in the same way that Expedition 33 did. And I don't know if you can really break the game like you could that game. Uh, Certainly where I am, I'm still encountering some enemies in some fights that absolutely kick my ass, which I think is a good thing because I like that tension. I don't want to just stampede over everything. I want to have some challenge, some pushback. Um, but it does feel like there's room to grow. There's room to kind of min-max my equipment to think, okay, this sword is kind of slow because it's a big, heavy sword. So I'm going to put some attack speed abilities onto it. And then I'm going to put some ability gems onto it so that every time I swing, I do something special and different. It just allows a level of customization that the previous, 40 hours of the game did not. And it's really cool to see something open up like that. Uh, Although at the point where I am, which I'd say is about 70 hours in now, um, I do think the story is getting more interesting because it's starting to include characters that I know. The witch who was embedding all of those gems for me got kidnapped. And so now I'm going on a quest to another country to try to track her down. And I'm seeing how other people in the world, the way the lore of this world is you've got the continent down below and you've got the abyss, which is kind of ironically named because the abyss is a bunch of floating islands in the air. But other people know about the abyss, even though it kind of feels like this thing that not a lot of people know about. There's a whole side quest that takes place in this university, this big giant school that's dedicated to researching the abyss. And so it's starting to get interesting seeing how other cultures and other just regular people in this world acknowledge some of the more fantastical stuff that goes on, because you're a guy that transforms into a like weird bird thing. Like you get this bird cloak and you glide, and you can just force push the ground to shoot yourself up and then turn into a bird and glide a ways and land right in the middle of a camp. And then you just go buy some supplies from a shopkeeper. They don't seem perturbed or confused at all by what they've seen. And as you go through the game, you kind of realize, yeah, this is probably a common occurrence to them. So yeah, it's fun how all of the mechanics just keep growing, how the story keeps growing. Uh, it does have the downside to that is it has a very slow start, which understandably pushes a lot of people away. But it's also one of those games that if you stick with it, uh, it only rewards you more and more and more. Other than that, oh, I'm trying to think. I know I promised that I would have multiple games. I try to bring one new game a week, but I have not done that because this week I've just been playing Crimson Desert, but I have been playing a mobile game a lot, and I'm trying to. There is no good video of this. Okay, maybe this one will work. I've been playing a ton of a mobile game called Arrows. And this is the type of game that I think it's easy to dismiss as like, oh, it's just a mobile game. Like, oh, it's just a kind of dumb, simple mobile game. And it is, but there's also something really challenging about making a mobile game about making a game that is satisfyingly simple. And I think Arrows hits that sweet spot that things like Sudoku and Wordle and crossword puzzles do, where it's just about tapping on arrows and having them go off a grid. You begin with a grid that's full of a bunch of twisty arrows that are all pointed like at each other. And you kind of have to just tap the ones that are pointed to the side so that they go out of the map, out of the grid. And then that should allow you to hit other arrows that go out of the grid. And it's simple, but the tricky levels are just tricky enough that at a certain point you're tapping, and it's easy. And then you go, wait, what's next? What do I do next? I don't know. Where is this arrow? I know it's here. And it becomes kind of a Where's Waldo type of hunt, which is really fun. I love the Where's Waldo games. I love the hidden figures. And I think that balance between something, like I said, that's simple yet compelling, that Wordle quality, that crossword puzzle, that Sudoku, something that you can finish in 5 to 10 minutes, but that still feels like it gave you like a satisfying mental crunch. AC Wraith says he just saw an ad for it on YouTube, which I don't think this is a new game. This is a pretty old game. So is like is the YouTube watching me talk about arrows and then feeding you an ad for it? That would be crazy if it does. But yeah, this game and the one that I recommend is, I believe, called Arrows Puzzle Escape. Well, actually, let me double check that. Because the problem that I ran into is that Rachel was playing a lot of this on her Android phone. Oh, okay. He said I saw it hours before the show. The algorithm knew that I would be talking about this. It knew that I was playing it, and it knew that you knew me. So that's what caused it. But Rachel was playing a lot of this, and she had paid to get rid of the ads. So then when I downloaded it on iPhone and I enjoyed it enough, I thought, yeah, I will pay to get rid of the ads. What is it? Like $5, $8, $10? What how do you want to charge me to get rid of the ads? There was no option for it. There was no option to pay to get rid of the ads. And so that means after every level, there was a little 30-second ad. That really annoyed me. And so I went searching for some alternative that was not ad supported. And I downloaded like 5 other arrow-based games. And let me tell you, there's a whole lot of clones of this type of game. I don't know if this one is the original or if it's another clone. But of the 5 other ones that I downloaded, like 3 of them were kind of the same, but were filled with all of the meta mobile game bullshit. Every time you finish a level, here's 100 coins, and you can use those coins for power-ups. And you earn certain power-ups the farther you get. But if you want more power-ups, you can pay us. There's also a battle pass that you can pay for that does some things, I don't know, but it's just filled with all the mobile game bullshit that made it feel like the game was less the game existed more as a means to extract money through a battle pass than it did to just be a good game. Other versions of this game I found were just too easy. There was no point where I said hit that fun little tricky challenge where I'm thinking, okay, I know I have to hit an arrow, but which arrow is it? And there's like a little bit of a challenge in hunting down Will's Waldo style, that arrow that you got to hit. And so this specific version called Arrows Puzzle Escape, if you're on iOS, the icon will have a little red banner that says the word original on it. So I guess this is the original Arrows game. I don't know if that's true or not, but that's what the icon on iOS is. That is the version to play because that is a nicely minimalist game. Doesn't have any of the free to play mobile game bullshit, pay to win mechanics. You can't pay to get rid of the ads, and that's a downside. But it's also just like the pure game, the pure, simple, fun game. So yeah, I recommend Arrows as like something good to play while watching a sports game, watching some TV. If you're waiting in line, this is a really good thing to pull out.
Crimson Desert looks way different than I thought it was going to.
This is what it looks like with feature enabled.
Oh, I get it. I get why you bought it.
Yeah, right. It looks so much better. Look at the way that those arrows
This is what
wiggle
Pister does
in
to
the
it.
wind. It's available for all my Android devices. It's probably better to play on Android because if you want to, you could then pay to get rid of the ads on Android. Can't do that on iOS. But yeah, this is an unreasonably entertaining game.
I feel like the strategy for games like this, for when people start copying them, is literally you make like a dozen copies of popular mobile games, and then you put those transactions that you're talking about in them, and like your goal is never to get a whale, but to hit multiple games at a time.
Yeah, and God, it feels it. I downloaded so many versions of this that did just have all the battle passes and the bonuses and the pay for 10,000 coins. It's like, why?
I can't play those kinds of games.
What does this even add? It doesn't add anything to it. Like, why? And they all have the same like very like Microsoft Word template cat characters everywhere. It's like everyone's got the big eyes. They're all like AI generated cartoon characters because they all look the same. They've all got the same style. And I don't know if it is AI generated, but it's that generic animation, right?
Yeah.
Oh, generic happy cat. It's like, what the fuck is this?
But mobile AI slop is going to become a thing, I'm sure.
If it's not already, absolutely.
Yeah. No, I'm petty when it comes to ads. Like, you know how when you Google something, it has a sponsored link on the top.
Mm-hmm.
I will see that, and it will be the website that I need to go to, and I will skip the sponsored like link, and I will go and click on the non-sponsored link. I am a petty person when it comes to apps.
Hey, that's good. You're giving your click money, your click to the right people. Don't let your click get hijacked.
So you did you talk about Crimson Desert then?
Yes, yes,
Did
I
I just
did.
take too long? Okay.
Yeah, talked all about it. It's a cool game. Takes a while to get going, but once it does, it just keeps layering stuff on top of stuff on top of stuff on top of stuff on top of stuff.
I bought it the other night, but I returned
Ooh.
it because
Oh,
listen, it's a game that I will buy. But I'm playing different things right now, and honestly, I've had so much trouble buying new stuff lately,
Hmm.
especially at like full price. I just have so much other things that I could be playing that to add, especially something like Crimson Desert on top of that, I feel bad after I buy something like that, and I'm just like, we'll do it later. Refund. Steam has a great refund policy.
Yeah, it's definitely a game that will. I'll spend the whole next month playing it. I keep looking at the date, thinking, "Oh fuck, when does Pragmata come out?" Because I really want to play Pragmata, but like, when does that come out? And thankfully, I think it's end of the month.
There's only Crimson Desert. There is no other games. There's only that.
No, but oh wait, oh fuck, no, Pragmata. That's right. They moved the date for Pragmata up a week,
Oh,
so that now it's next Friday instead of the Friday after next Friday.
so you have 1 week.
I have
One.
1 week to beat Crimson Desert,
He can
which
do it,
is
guys.
absolutely not going to happen. But I'll tell you what, I'll play some Pragmata and then go back to Crimson Desert.
I've gone back to Tom Clancy's Division 2. I don't know if
Oh,
you remember this game at all.
yeah, I know the Division 2.
Okay. It came out in 2019 on PlayStation and then released on PC, I think 3 years later. Um, it had some technical woes, but they're currently they're currently rolling back up like the updates, the team for it. Because after their first DLC, they kind of scrapped the team, not all the way because it's a live service, but like they really cut down on it. But my guess is now that 3 is coming out, like it's been announced and they're working on it. There's a mobile version of the Division that just dropped. Um,
Did they announce Division 3? Did
yeah,
I completely miss that?
they don't have a date for it, but they have announced that Supermassive is now working on um the Division 3.
Oh, okay.
It's still in early stages. Nick, you got a fan. It's
What?
Richard Rawl.
Where? Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Thanks for watching. I've been listening since 2013. Holy shit. Old school
Damn.
fan. That's a decade. That's like the whole time since I've been here. That's like since I started my real job. 2013. Oh my god.
Nick, he knows.
Thank you. Thank you for listening.
He's been following your career the whole time.
Yeah, he
He
really
started
has.
listening because of you.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. I bring in the audience is what
He
I
loved
do.
your 12th birthday party too.
Okay, that's a little creepy. I don't know. I think bridge too
I'm
far.
sorry, Richard.
Bridge too far. He says, play Destiny 1 with you and Edie once upon a time. Oh man. Destiny 1. That was way back.
Oh yeah.
Well, cool. Welcome. Thank you for listening. We'll play some Division 3 together, maybe.
Did you play Division 2?
I played a little bit of it. I downloaded it like a year ago and played some, and I kind of enjoyed it, but the bullet spongy enemies felt a little weird.
Okay, so in 2 in particular, when you first start off, they're not nearly as spongy, but I absolutely understand what you're getting at. And that's always been people's like biggest problem. And I think it's because it has all of the trappings of a military shooter, so you have this like assumption that people wouldn't be quite as tanky as they are. But when you stop thinking of it like that and thinking of it like a Borderlands, an RPG, my hope would that it helps. Because
I think it's new on
it
the
is a
PS4.
loot shooter. Like when you think of you don't get mad when your bullets don't kill people right away in Borderlands, do you? Although some
No,
people did.
no. Yeah. It you're right that it feels less weird in that because it's such a cartoony over the top game.
Yeah. Um they currently have two DLCs, The Warlords of New York and The Battle for Brooklyn. I haven't played the second one. This one that they're currently showing is the Battle for New York or Warlords of New York. And when you pick it up, you can take a boost, which kind of locks out some of your achievements for the base game, which I'll get back to about that because I fucked up.
Oh,
Uh, and they also have a new hardcore realism mode that they're testing out, which is a limited HUD. You have less armor, bullets they're no longer bullet spongy. If you shoot somebody in the head, they die, and they're testing this out.
okay, that'd be cool.
Um,
I remember when I played, I played the class or whatever that had the little drone buddy with you, and that little drone was a lifesaver.
oh yeah,
Oh yeah, like he just threw it out to put a little drone on the wall to
yeah, he threw a
distract the
little turd
guys.
out.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, no, the build variety in this game can get great. I was replaying it from the start because honestly, I've always really liked this game. There's something the animation team at Ubisoft is next level. When you're vaulting over stuff, when you're interacting with the world, it feels so good in Division 2. At least to me. Um, but yeah, they're working on a new survival mode that takes you back to New York during a blizzard. So you have to stay warm in addition to other stuff you're doing.
Okay, got some survival mechanics.
They have a new DLC that they're going to come out with soon at the end of the year. They have season passes, new sets, stuff like that, like their various seasonal rewards. So they're really putting a lot of effort into the game right now, more than it's ever been. And in fact, it reached its all-time peak on Steam back in March for the
Huh.
first time. So, which is crazy for a 4-year-old game.
Yeah. I feel like this is the one of those quiet underdog smash hits. Like this is the game that is secretly helping Ubisoft stay in business.
I see. I don't necessarily think so. Um, it just had a dedicated player base that's been playing
Okay.
it for years.
Well, then at
Um,
least kudos to them for still supporting it.
Yeah, and like I said, it's getting more support now than ever. So if you ever wanted to go back, if it's something you missed, they updated the graphics slightly, but it is also a 2019-year-old game from 2019, so most systems should be able to run it. Um, it's a good time, especially if you like RPG or not RPGs, but like loot shooters.
Lucy, if
Thanks,
you like
Taylor.
Borderlands, check
Yeah.
out Military Borderlands.
Yes. Um, so how I fucked up. I was vibing, I was playing through the main game. You can get a skip if you have the DLC. By the way, on sale, the base game is like $4. Like that is incredibly cheap.
Yeah,
Um,
it's not a short game either. So you're getting a
no,
lot of content for $4.
yeah, there's like a roguelike mode and a bunch of other stuff.
Well, yet this is one of the games that kind of not revolutionized, but like it was one of the first extraction games
Yes,
because there's a dark zone section where if you go in there, it turns into a PvP game.
yes. Uh, it used to be like a PvEVP. I haven't gone back to it, and honestly, it's not my favorite setup. There is a whole PvP element to this game. That is a weird place that I don't go. I am sure
Mm,
that there are metas and builds and stuff that are more important to know, and
you
I
stay
don't.
out of the dark zone.
Yeah, for now, anyways.
Okay, so yeah, back. How did you fuck things up?
Okay, so I was playing through and I'm enjoying it. One of the main things in the DC map is like you're helping settlements, you're gathering resources for them, and you kind of see them slowly building out. You're doing side quests, main quests. I hit level 30, and I went and I thought that the boost for the Warlords of New York just put you to level 30. And I did not read the warning message well enough. Because they're like, okay, if you get boosted to level 30, you're gonna lose some of your achievements for the stuff in DC, and that's all I thought it did. Well, I played through the beginning of the Warlords, and then I warped back. It does two things. It sets you to World Tier 5. First of all,
Oh,
you level cap at 30, and if you go to this map, you break the level cap and you go to 31. Uh, it sets you to World Tier 5, which with these kind of games, it makes like the worlds harder as you go up the world tiers, and this is 5 was the cap. So it put you at like the cap for DC. And then it finishes all of your DC content for you.
oh, really? It just automatically
Yes, not
all
just
the
main quests, but like all the settlements are maxed out, all the side quests are done. You can go back and redo them, but it's not the same. So like I was halfway through building everything up and then suddenly it was all complete.
huh?
And it hurt me so deeply. And I was 25 hours in on the character
Ah,
because I was just chilling. I wasn't rushing the content or anything like that. If I go back and replay, I feel like I'm going to be rushing to try to catch up to where I was, which doesn't feel as good.
no.
Uh, so I sent a support ticket to Ubisoft to see if they're able to roll back my character before the boost. Um, but as it stands now, I don't want to touch that dirty character. That character has been it's dead to me, and
But
I
like
don't want to start over.
you can still replay the content. Like you can mimic or mime building up the settlements and just pretend that, oh, this this gun that's only available when you get the max. I'm just not going to touch it yet.
It's technically you're over max because you level capped to 31. I'm just so sad. You don't understand. I don't blame anyone. This is my own dumb fault for not reading the
Yeah.
warning message well
Well,
enough.
that's a weird system to like, oh, if you trigger the DLC, then we automatically complete not just like you said the story, but like complete all the side quests of the main game.
Yes. Um and when what happened, I'd logged in and I got a message. I was like, hurry back to Washington, like hurry back to the White House. They need you. And you go there and like there's some trouble in New York. Hop in the helicopter and go to New York. So you get all these prompts after you hit 30 and you walk over there and they're like, yeah, they need us right now. Hurry up. And then you click on it. It's like, well, if you're level 30, you get boosted to level 30. Um, so it was weird to me that it prompted me before I even finished the game in a way that felt organic. Like
Yeah.
that's my biggest issue is it felt way too organic to just go straight to Warlords. Because
Yeah. Oh, we need your help. Come here. It feels like it's just another mission.
yes,
Hmm.
and they kind of let you know they're like, okay, we're gonna go to New York to help him. And I was like, that is the DLC. But I'm guessing just because I hit 30, it's prompting me now that this is open and I won't be boosting my character.
Mm.
And that is not the case.
AC Ray says, yeah, if people view gameplay as work to be avoided, the game needs some work on itself.
It
And yeah,
felt
like you were enjoying the work.
yeah. Oh no, I
Yeah.
was absolutely enjoying like the game, everything about it. But I was also getting excited to hit to end game, which is where this game really picks up with the builds
Yeah.
and stuff.
Yeah, it sounds
Um,
like he's saying that if for some
if you have to, if you use the boost or skip,
yeah,
I think that's so for people who are making new characters or you're coming back to the game and you've played the beginning and you don't want to play it again and you
I
want
guess
to
that
get in
is
with your
true.
friends.
Yeah.
Um, it'll
WoW
take you
has a
there.
bunch of skips like that. MMOs do.
Yeah, it just I don't know if I'm just particular about this, but it
Nah,
ruined my vibe. It threw off my groove, as it were.
I would be annoyed too. It's not just you.
Okay, but Division 2, if you ever wanted to go back to it, they're working on 3 now, so it's a good chance to hop back in the series and replay it. Buy it on sale. Absolutely buy it on sale. Do not buy it for full price because it's 30 full price. Um, but like you can get all the DLC for cheaper than that on sale. Uh, like the whole complete edition. And yeah, unfortunately Heartlands was canceled, but that's fine.
Yeah, that's right. I
Um,
did download because Pilot Chris, friend of the podcast, mentioned the Division game on mobile, and so I did download that, but I haven't touched it yet.
I hear the controls are a little jank, but otherwise the game's fine.
Which honestly, I would expect that.
I tried Warframe on mobile. That was jank.
Every dual joystick shooter, I just don't think it works on mobile.
Warframe's solution to this was you just auto fire at people as you get close. Like you can toggle fire on and off.
That feels like a good alternative. There was a Ubisoft game called Rainbow Six Smol, SMOL. That was
That's
like
funny.
a really cartoonish, top-down dual joystick shooter that like had Rainbow Six characters in it. Completely divorced from like Siege and everything else. But it was fun for what it was. But the whole time I just kept thinking this would feel so much better with sticks instead of virtual sticks.
Yeah. Yeah. And you can, with a lot of phone games, you can buy a gamepad and a little attachment that's put your phone up like kind of a car holder, and you can sit there and play
Yeah.
like a handheld system. So if that's the stuff you got, I recommend getting one of those. I think good.
Yeah, go on.
The Xbox game controller, I think works natively with Android. Ooh,
Hmm.
my bad. I dropped my phone on my keyboard. Ignore that.
I feel like Xbox should have had an official Xbox controller with one of those phone holders. Like they talk about Xbox Anywhere. They talk about being able to stream your games. So let them stream a game to your phone and have an Xbox controller that you could do with your phone. I always thought that that's what they should have done.
Yeah, I think that would work for sure. But not anymore because Xbox has dropped the game everywhere.
Only the branding, like everything else is back.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, one last thing about Division 2. You can upload your character if you played it on like the PS4 and you still have access to that. And they're coming out with crossplay this year. So if you have friends or something who are on PlayStation and you want to play with them and you're on PC, it's an option.
cool.
But, yeah.
Man,
Anyway.
wild to think that Division 2 came out on PS4.
Yeah. 2019. It feels wrong, right?
Oops, the wrong button. Yeah, 2019. Man, that was Avengers Endgame.
Pre-COVID.
Yeah, pre-COVID. Okay. News. I know. Okay. There was one big news story that happened literally yesterday. And that is that Rockstar Games got hacked. The group that hacked them was called blah blah. What is this? I'm looking at Kotaku. It was like Shiny Hunters. And apparently they've been around since 2020 and usually go after big companies. They've targeted Microsoft, Ticketmaster, Cisco, AT&T, and Wattpad in the past. And let's see, they said the group. So apparently they got access to Rockstar's Snowflake servers, which is a cloud hosting company that a lot of game developers use. So it didn't go through Rockstar. It went through this cloud computing company. And obviously, once they did that, they sent a message, Rockstar Games, your Snowflake instances will compromise thanks to anodot.com. Literally, anodot.com. Pay or leak. This is a final warning to reach out by April 14th, 2026 before we leak, along with several annoying digital problems that'll come your way. Make the right decision. Don't be the next headline.
Like
it's so like 90s hacker cringe.
Yeah, it is.
It's like, oh, you clearly think you're more badass than you are.
Like, don't get me wrong, they absolutely have some valuable data if they got hacked, like if they're admitting it. But on the flip side, dude, you just need to chill. Like, hackers are professional now, okay? They send just nicely worded emails, not 90s cringe threats.
Yeah. Like, look, if you wanted them to pay the ransom, you don't say anything publicly.
That's the equivalent of like when a nerdy guy lowers his voice to threaten you, and you're just like, that's not helping. Like,
Like what I
stop.
just did.
Yeah.
So yeah, and apparently they didn't get any like assets. It was mainly focused on corporate information. And Rockstar has since issued a statement that says we can confirm that a limited amount of non-material company information was accessed in connection with a third-party breach. This incident has no impact on our organization or players. So whatever, if they leak anything, it won't be like the previous GTA 6 leak that
Yeah.
actually leaked in development videos and gameplay. That I think that was the first time we saw both of the main characters, that we saw like a lot of engine information. So it's not that. It's also
Yeah,
worth noting.
ahead.
Sorry, it's also worth noting that the GTA 6 hacker who did hack those things was apparently sent to a hospital prison for life. So, you know,
What?
Rockstar doesn't fuck around.
Fucking listen to Pinkertons after you.
Yeah. Yeah,
He'll join Magic.
this is from UK. The UK this is from Kotaku. The UK teen was later sentenced to life in a hospital prison and will only be released in the future if doctors decide he's no longer a danger to others.
The problem, oh gosh, I have to imagine he is so unstable that like they can't trust him to function like in society. But apparently he's an expert hacker, so that is the person they pull out when like terrorists have like broken into the system, and you need that one guy who like you can't trust but you need, and you pull him out. This is a real person. I shouldn't make up fan fiction
I mean,
about them.
I see where you're going with this. I like this story. We should buy his life rights and then make this story. We need someone to hack the terrorists. Let's get the man who hacked Rockstar.
Uh, honestly, it depends what information they have. If it could be damaging information for like their employees, which is probably to me the most sensitive information that they have.
Yeah, like
If it,
employee social security, credit card, addresses, all that stuff.
yeah, if it was just game stuff, it's like that sucks for them. But like it's GTA 6, nothing could happen to GTA 6 that will not make it the most sold game probably ever
Yeah.
on release day.
Yeah, and if there's, I think, employee information or maybe some sort of corporate information like finances, that would also be actually hurtful to the company.
Yeah.
I've seen
Oh.
people speculate that GTA 6 might have cost $1 billion to make, just given how long it's been in development. But
I could
like,
actually see it.
yeah, but Rockstar doesn't want that information getting out.
Game accounting's weird at that scale because you're talking about like paying out contractors. They have thousands of employees, and so what does that look like? Are we counting marketing? Are we counting like production? Like yeah, I was gonna say production stuff, but that's the whole thing.
Yeah, like there's different aspects that go into making a game, different teams, and like how much of that money is going to Rockstar specifically, and how much of it is going to GTA 5 content, and how much of it is going to GTA 6 content.
Yeah. Question, like this is just hypothetical. Do you think where do you think the line is of GTA 6 that it would impact their sales enough that they could not, like it would be much lower than expected? Do you think if they charged $100 that it would sell pretty much the same amount of copies?
No,
No?
absolutely no. I don't think. I think if it was $100, I think enough people would wait to get it that would absolutely impact their initial sales.
Okay, then how about 80?
80? No.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
think if they did 80, they would sell literally the exact same number that they would have before.
What if they required an ID to play online?
Ooh.
How much do you think that would stop people?
I think that would stop a lot of people just because it's an extra step, and
But would it
you,
be enough? I'm of the mind that I think a lot of people would give up their ID to Rockstar to play GTA 6,
I
at least
think
online.
they would. Is at that point, I think it's less a matter of like, are people not doing it out of some sort of moral issue, or do they just not have an ID that will be accepted by Rockstar? Like, do you
Right.
need a driver's license, or does a student ID work? What ID is necessary? And then how does Rockstar know that, oh yeah, this is mine? Like, do I need a fake ID? Would a fake
Yeah.
ID be enough?
I ask this because, like, you have Discord and all the stuff that happened with Discord lately, and they've backed off for now, but they're reassessing how they're going to do this. At the very least, they split from Palantir's corporation that they were working for the Face ID stuff. We'll see how that plays out. So yeah, I Rockstar, like GTA 6 is so massive. The hype is, it's a meme. It's it is so huge that I wonder how much people are willing to give up to play that game.
But I also think my thinking is a lot of people would just watch a streamer play it instead of playing it themselves, right? Because I think a lot of people playing GTA now, they're playing GTA online. They're not playing the single player game.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of people playing the single player game are content creators creating videos about GTA, and like the same way that content creators make a lot of Skyrim videos. Skyrim is just a perennial, let's mod it to do something funny and make a video about doing it. And GTA is very similar.
Okay, so it came out in 2013. When it came out, I remember it being the most single best sold game, like day one ever. GTA 5,
Yeah.
before they even had the online. So since then, we've had Red Dead 2, and this is going to be their next big project since all of that. I think that the single player sells this game just as well. It doesn't keep it long tailed like the online does, but I don't know, man. Like, between people who are going to want it for the single player, like I am going to want it for the single player,
Yeah.
and the online community, I think those are two separate groups, but still two massive groups on their own.
Yes. And the fact that that one game attracts both those groups is a reason that it's sold so well.
Yeah, I guess I was just curious. Like, I don't know where I'm getting at with this, other than I wanted to know what people would put up with.
Like, it's still coming out later this year, and I believe Discord said that they were looking into re-implementing age verification later this year.
Yes, they have.
And like, all the age verification stuff is still coming. And so how long until PlayStation implements it? How long until Xbox implements it? And then does that work on a platform level, or do you have to do it for individual games? Like,
if
right
there was
now,
ever a game that was going to be required to do it, it'd be GTA.
yeah.
And I was curious if what people thought of like GTA if they required an ID to prove that you're 18.
Okay. Prove you're 18. That's different. If the point of the age verification is we won't let you play it if you're under 18, that will absolutely affect their sales.
I think anyone who's played GTA 5 who was under 18 is now in their 20s.
But people playing GTA 6 are going to be under 18. You're going to have 13, 14, 15, 16, and 17-year-olds playing GTA 6.
Yeah.
I played GTA 3 before I was 18.
Yeah. I mean, obviously that's a lot. Okay. Anyways, yeah.
Yeah.
Tangent aside, I was just curious if you thought like what you thought about those things.
I don't know about the age verification, just because, like because age verification to buy the game is different than age verification to play online.
Yes. Just a disclaimer: this is not anything that's happening. This is just a hypothetical.
Yeah. Um,
Like, what happens when privacy
and
bumps up against a generational game like GTA 6?
I would say if someone's already bought it, then they'll give their ID to play online, because at that point you've already bought the game.
Yeah. Oh, fair. I'm also of the mind that if they charged $100, it would still sell more than any other game this year.
That's tough, because like,
it is the one game I
man,
think they could get away with $100 off of hype. Think about Crimson Desert. Knowing what you know now about Crimson Desert, would you pay $100 for it?
no, but I wouldn't pay $100 for any game.
Do you think there's enough content to warrant $100?
Yes, there absolutely is. And
You
the
saying you've
truth
never
is-
bought a collector's edition?
oh,
You've
fuck,
never
I did,
bought
I
a-
did no, I bought a lot of okay. I'm okay. I'm gonna. This is my own personal rant. I bought a whole bunch of Assassin's Creed collector's editions back when those collector's editions came with really cool physical statues. And I had a whole bunch of statues of all the main Assassin's characters. Nowadays, you pay $120 and you don't get any cool fucking statues. You just get a bunch of bullshit digital items that cost pennies. And so I'm sure the developers and publishers love that, because there's less, they're getting more of that money. They don't have to invest in creating a physical product. But man, the value of those special editions without that physical tchotchke has just plummeted. And so I don't think I've bought a special edition since they stopped adding like physical edition.
No
tchotchke
deluxe
stuff.
editions or anything like that?
No, like I pre-ordered Crimson Desert, didn't get the deluxe edition. I pre-ordered Sorrows, didn't get the deluxe edition, because like those digital items aren't worth $10 extra.
Fair enough. There's a lot of people who do, though. I have a buddy who just buys the deluxe edition of the game every time.
They do. And that's also why I think GTA 6 won't be $100. It'll be $70, but it will absolutely have a $120 deluxe edition.
Oh, 100%. But
and at that point, like, why the people that want to pay more are going to pay more, and Rockstar will get that money, and it's like no harm, no foul.
I think if they sold it at 100 and they just gave whatever they were going to give for the deluxe edition to everyone, like there's just one edition at $100, I think it would still sell.
That would at least, I think, go down easier if it's like, hey, here's the base game and a bunch of the stuff that would normally be exclusive.
Yeah. And then AC Wraith was like, how many of those people are going to hold off already because they're because of the playable female? I don't think anyone who's intellectually honest will care.
I also think a lot of the people complaining about playing as a female character is still going to buy the game so that they can make a video about them complaining about playing as a woman.
I think when you look at the people who play the online role-playing stuff, you know how many people play female characters in that who would otherwise complain about a male, like, non-male lead?
Mm-hmm.
I think it's horseshit. That's just me. Shh, don't tell anyone.
Nah, I'm with you. It's always been horse shit.
I was already out of high school for the first GTA. I did blood donuts to help relieve some of my college stress. It may have saved my life. I don't know what blood donuts are.
That's when you do a donut in the car and you run someone over.
Oh.
And you create a donut of blood.
Okay. Yeah. Honestly, GTA Online, what I ended up doing most of the time is I'd play like a mission or two, and then I'd just drive, listening to the music. Something about that game's driving just put me in like a nice zen state, and I literally, I think, drove 3 hours one night just driving around town.
Yeah, I absolutely understand that. I feel that way. I felt that way playing a lot of Death Stranding. I feel that way playing a lot of Crimson Desert. Like, man, I'm just gonna climb this
Yeah.
fucking mountain slowly because there's something kind of zen about that.
Anyways, I've drug this conversation on far longer than it needed to be.
No, cool. Yeah, AC Ray says about the guys complaining about playing as a woman is that they will also adjust the camera for the perfect butt shot. I don't want to play as a woman, but if I am, I'm gonna ogle her.
You're right, but
Yes, but. So yeah, that was kind of the big thing that happened, and happened yesterday too. Normally news doesn't happen on a Saturday.
I think they confirmed that the date is November 17th, by the way.
Oh, okay.
I'll double check, but I believe they said that. And there's rumors that the PC version, okay, it was November 19th. God, I'm terrible. I think they already announced that, but there's rumors from devs that the PC version, subject to change, will come out in February 2027. So 4 months later, 3 months later. That would be exciting because last time it took 2 years for GTA 5 to come to PC.
Oh, I guess yeah, they haven't announced the PC version.
No, usually staggered, usually much staggered.
Okay. So that's like the serious news. Now for something completely fun and dumb, which is a news story that we have not had a lot of in recent years. But there's a whole discussion and a whole article on IGN about how Nate from Baby Steps may be the son of Nate from Uncharted.
An investigation.
Yes. So sort of going into this article, a lot of it is just like not fan fiction, but this isn't anything official. This is just the guys who made Baby Steps thought it would be really funny if they put in all these connections to Uncharted, because Uncharted, famously, Nathan Drake climbing on giant things. He's running through trains that are flying off the rails, literally. He's climbing mountains. And in Baby Steps, you play as a guy who has trouble walking. So the idea that this guy who can't walk is the son of the guy who's climbing giant ancient statues is pretty funny. But as you go through the game, Nate in Baby Steps is in Baby Steps you can collect hats, and if you make it to a camp with one of those hats, you get a dream sequence that kind of gives you some of Nate's backstory. In one of those dream sequences, he's often referred to as Nate D or Nate Dumbass. And I guess there's a moment in his past when he wanted to be a DJ, and his DJ name was Nathan Bake. So at the end of Uncharted 4, and I guess this is a slight spoiler for Uncharted 4 for anyone who hasn't played a decade-old game.
We are back going to leave so I don't hear this.
It's revealed that Nathan and Elena have a daughter named Cassie. Nate in Baby Steps, in one of the dream sequences, you see that Nate is a junior, so that means his dad's also named Nathan. His mom is named Elena, and he has a sister named Cassie. So all of the names check out. Let's see. There's an optional phone conversation if you choose to climb an abandoned train. And that phone conversation with his dad really, really perks up when Nate from Baby Steps mentions climbing an abandoned train. Let's see. There is
that's funny.
A bunch of other things. And then just, okay, if you skip a bunch of cutscenes in Baby Steps and you beat the game, you get a 30-minute long cutscene, unskippable cutscene that is just the developers like shooting the shit. And as they shoot the shit, they talk a lot about Uncharted and being like, "Oh man, Uncharted was really awesome. Yeah, I loved Uncharted."
I love that so much. I love that they did that.
Right. So all of this just feels like a fun Easter eggs. That's just like, hey, what if we made this schlub man child the son of Nathan Drake? And just like a lot of the little jokes that come along with that.
So, okay, when you first said that, I don't know anything about baby steps, so I didn't know like there's backstory and like DJ stuff. I thought it'd be hilarious that like the idea is you're playing as baby like
Oh, baby,
Nathan
Drake.
that who sees themselves as an adult trying to make it through the world. So like they're having their own imaginative like Nathan Drake adventure as Nathan Drake's kid while just trying to struggle to walk. And it would meet like it's like baby's Nathan Drake's or baby Uncharted, but with all the melodrama just toned down to trying to walk and get around the map. And that's where all the drama comes from. That's the first thing that popped into my head, which
I
I
mean,
think would be amazing.
that's definitely interesting. I like that.
Like
that
Rugrats Uncharted.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Yeah. That's what popped in my head. The fact that Nate is a grown adult who just can't walk well and is the son of Nathan Drake from Uncharted is
Oh
also
yeah, let's
deeply
see.
hilarious.
Oh, I'm trying to find a good gameplay video
Of which one?
of baby steps.
That seems like a challenge.
No, it's the problem is there's a lot of videos with people's faces hovering in it, and I'm trying to find one that's just the gameplay. That is way too dark. Let's jump ahead. Here we go. So yeah, if you know Uncharted and the way that Nathan Drake would climb on things, like this rickety old bridge is absolutely Nathan Drake would just run and jump over as it crumbles and falls behind him.
Yes, they love their crumbling bridges.
Yeah. And in baby steps, you've just got to very carefully step on the 2x4 and try not to trip over your own 2 feet.
For audio listeners, we're watching a video of it, and his voice cadence was trying to match the scare, just trying to slowly step. Yeah, see, in my head, if this was just a baby imagining what they were doing, it's just Nathan Drake's baby imagining him trying to like relive the stories he's heard as like a baby or a kid.
That also makes so much sense.
There's still too much lore for that to be like the case here, but that'd be great.
Yeah, that also works. Like there are multiple ways that Baby Steps can work as a sequel / spinoff to Uncharted.
This is great.
Oh god,
I need to play this.
Watching this is stressful because if he falls, he's going to hit the mud and he's going to slide down and it's going to take like 15 minutes to get back up here.
I forgot how much cake they gave this character.
Oh yeah, he has got a plump ass. Jesus, oh god, no.
It's so stressful. He missed, guys. He missed. Okay. Oh, he lost his hat.
Oh, he's going back for the hat. Oh, he's not going to get that hat. That hat is gone.
I hope like Naughty Dog kind of unofficially accepts this as canon. That'd be amazing.
Oh, so there was another news story last week that someone from Rockstar posted an Instagram photo of like a cannon looking out over an ocean and said research. And obviously it looks like something that would be in Uncharted. And so a lot of people took that to mean that maybe there's a sequel to Uncharted in the works at Naughty Dog. That one team is working on Intergalactic and there's another team working on Uncharted sequel.
So I never made it through 4, but wasn't like the whole idea of 4 like it wrapped up really nicely?
Yes. But like I said, 4 ends by saying, hey, look, Nathan Drake has a daughter. So you could absolutely just make a sequel with his daughter.
You know, honestly, I think there's some pretty good like stories there. I think if like you have, I hear it wasn't great, but the newest Indiana Jones, where like Indy's old. If you had like an old Nathan Drake who, like I was just saying, like he's telling all of his stories to his kid, and
oh god,
this is distracting. Uh,
Yeah, he's oh god.
if like as Nathan Drake, you went and tried to save your daughter from like her getting into trouble because she heard about all your stories as a kid, and then like you could play between the two characters, I think you could have a pretty interesting game there of like Nathan Drake trying to accept responsibility for his life and his
Yeah,
actions.
and just like, oh, I've got to help my daughter. She's gotten into trouble. She wants to be like me, but I don't want this life for you. Like, yeah, there's absolutely good storytelling, family drama
You
there.
gotta put it away, Nick. I can't.
I look, this is weirdly hypnotic. I could honestly just spend the next how long is this video? I could spend the next 3.5
Three.
hours watching this guy climb steps. Okay, let's skip ahead to some of the okay, there's a tunnel. Oh my god, he's like on a tunnel in a cave. He's following some train tracks. I played it for like 5-6 hours. I never saw any of this.
The crazy thing about games like this is you get people who like hyper fixate and they become really good at these type of games, and then you see they do some of the craziest shit
Oh yeah.
imaginable. Stuff you didn't even know was possible.
Oh, we're going
Edie's in chat.
all into
She's
the
watching and judging.
Hi Edie. Oh, can we get footage of the man breaker?
And
Okay,
I'm not gonna pronounce your name, but hello.
bartender. Oh, Ardiver?
Yeah.
Ardivator. Hell, anyways, hello. Hi, Edie. Watch and judge and realize that you can't do anything. We have full control over this. And you know what? I'm taking you off. You have no voice here, Edie. You have no power over us.
Until
Bartender
she logs in, takes over.
fuck Elon Musk, which, yes, agreed. Always.
No, don't fuck Elon Musk.
Actually, that's also true. Like, really, you don't want to. You really don't want to.
That cannot be a good time.
Although, you know what? From what I hear, you'll get paid a lot.
Okay. Use your own discretion. You're an adult.
Anyways, so yes, that is a rare, like, fun news story that there's a kind of whole deep dive into how these two games are jokingly related.
I love it. They need to make it not just jokingly.
They need to make it canon. Uncharted 5 needs to recognize Nate.
Uncharted, at the very least, it needs a Easter egg for it.
Yeah, just
like make Nathan drunk, and he has to do the walking mechanics from the game for a segment.
Oh, that would be so good. Oh man, you know what? Honestly, the mechanics from Baby Steps work really great. Has like drunk mechanics. GTA 6 should do that too. Okay. The final news story that I have, there's a bunch of stuff that happened, but these are like the big things that happened just recently. And this, I think, hits close home to me and you, Andrew.
Yeah, I'm actually sad about this.
So Nexon has commented that this is not a workforce reduction or team dissolution. So no one got fired.
It's a restructuring
because of
in
this.
the true sense.
Yes, it's a lot of people being moved off of one project and on to another project. So on one hand, it's really nice to hear. Okay, this is all for the first Berserker Kazan team at Nexon has been reorganized. And like we were talking about, a lot of them have been moved from one project to a different project. So it's good that nobody was fired, but also it sounds like we probably won't get a first Berserker sequel.
Yeah, and it's sad because so I played through first Berserker. I actually got all the achievements.
Oh, nice.
I did fall off right before the end for a while, but I eventually came back and finished it up.
I fell off around. There's a boss that's like a lady with a thunder axe or a thunder sword.
Yeah.
That's why I fell off. But like I loved the game up until then. I think it's generally a fantastic Souls-like game.
Yeah, I mean the boss fights were great. The gear was pretty good. The issue for me was like the combo system was not as robust as I would have liked, but that's okay. That's okay.
Yeah.
I'm a snob. I come from Devil May Cry, so that's on me. But you could like swap between stuff easily enough that you could keep it fresh for yourself if you wanted to. Uh, yeah, it was just solid. It wasn't spectacular. Like it's not like an Elden Ring, right, where it's gonna be like this was a masterpiece. But for a game that came out for $50 out of nowhere for the first, like, studio's first outing for such a game, it was incredibly well done.
Yeah. And I remember kind of not being interested in it at first, and then you encouraged me to play it, saying it was really good. And so I played the demo, and the first boss of that demo has the perfect arc for any of these games, where I fought him, got my ass absolutely wrecked to the point where I thought, oh, I'm supposed to die. Oh, wait, I'm not? I'm supposed to beat this guy? How is that even possible? But then, as I played more and more, there's something about the combos, the boss combos in this game that made them, at least for me, like slightly easier to zero in on the timing of. You know, some games I try to do a parry and it's a lot of, okay, where in the boss's strike am I supposed to parry? But in Kazan, just something about the animation, something about the tempo, all of it felt really, really good.
Yeah,
And
I told you. I told you it would happen, Nick.
hey, she can be in there, but if I don't add her to the stage, hey, Edie, fuck you.
You're wrong about this, by the way. She's logged in. She can have herself.
I don't think so. Hey, look, if she can crawl her way to this stage like Nate in Baby Steps, I'll allow it. It's the
We'll give her,
digital equivalent of Baby Steps.
we'll give her a shot before we add.
Mhm.
No, yeah, I agree. It's
Yes. Anyway, yeah, the combat is just like uniquely. It felt uniquely good.
yeah, and I agree with you. That first boss, I think you're talking about the Shadow Knight. Like eventually, the guy like you absorb and you get his powers.
Yes.
I had that same thing where I was getting my ass beat. But then, yeah, you kind of learn it. They have solid tells. They're pretty generous with their parry windows or their dodge windows. It genuinely is a. If you want a Souls like that's not the hardest in the world, it's a good place to start.
Yeah.
However, some of the bosses are actually really hard, and I did get to the final boss, and it is very anime. Holy shit!
Okay.
Like
Okay.
in a good way. In a good way. Like Sephiroth becoming an angel type crazy,
Okay. I could be
and
down for
it's
that. I should go
genuinely
back to this
challenging.
game.
You should finish it.
Okay, I gotta go back to it. So yeah,
Okay.
glad no one was laid off. Sad we won't see a sequel.
Yeah. Just according to them, poor sales was what was
Yeah.
argued.
And I guess I should throw Edie a bone.
Oh, oh no.
Oh, oh.
That's the most unflattering still that it took.
Okay, we'll remove.
Take
Edie,
that, you
are
did
you
her
back?
dirty.
Hey, that's when her video froze. Her video is frozen right now. Edie, I don't know if you can hear us, but your video is frozen.
I can't get over that. That was
Okay,
was
no, yeah,
awful,
we'll
Nick.
just bring her back. That way, whenever you come back, Edie,
We'll know.
yeah.
She's with us in spirit, guys.
Okay, let's see. I'm gonna browse through the news on Discord to see if there's anything we should talk about while waiting for Edie to show up.
All right.
Let's see. Yeah, there was Shift Up, the studio behind Stellar Blade bought Shinji Mikami Studio. Oh, Edie's here.
Space Mountain is the best roller coaster, period. The end. You already said you haven't been on a roller coaster in 20 years. I double dog dare you to go to Space Mountain. That
yeah,
is the
but
best
the
roller
fact
coaster.
the fact that I don't even remember Space Mountain.
You had to ask me whether there was a difference between Space Mountain and what was it?
The Matterhorn.
Matterhorn. They're totally different.
The Matterhorn, I remember. Space Mountain, I don't. Which, like,
yeah,
to me,
you did it wrong. Then
that says everything.
No, the Space Mountain is the best roller coaster, not only at Disneyland, it is the best roller coaster in California. Certainly in California. Period.
Hey, Edie, don't.
Chris is already undermining me. He says it depends on what you're looking for. I'm like, no. Okay, he says if you want the craziest, fastest, highest roller coaster, you got to go to Magic Mountain. And I will say I have been to Magic Mountain in 20 years, in 30 years. But even so, Space Mountain.
Okay. We're looking at Space Mountain right here. I don't know what year this is in.
This is them reorganizing the first Berserkers of Kazan
but this is the entry, not the actual roller coaster. The roller coaster experience, it is high speed. It is in the dark. You have no idea what's coming. It's throwing you back and forth.
Yeah, they will get there. See? Okay,
but
they're all lining
lighted.
up.
Yeah, that's what we had to sat through. It took us a long time to get through there. It is... most of it is in the dark. Most of it you can't see anything. This is early. Actually, I don't think they even have that part of it anymore. It's just in the dark. I
definitely don't remember this. I don't. Okay, see, being in the dark.
This is old.
I think being in the dark lessens it. I think this looks actually cool. This is like flying through space. This is actually neat.
Yeah, this is fairly old. They don't have the flying through space anymore. It is just actually it may have been, but you're going so fast in it that you don't even notice that you're flying through space. You just know that you have no idea what's coming next, and it's like, okay, is it going left or is it going right? Oh, it's going right. Okay, it's going to go right again. No, it's going left. It's just such a fun ride. It's very short, very fast, very worth it.
On the ceiling, there's like stars and galaxies.
Yeah, there's the stars and galaxy. They're showing a video, and it actually has the stars and galaxies. This looks very slow.
But you don't notice them because you're going so fast.
I may be. Nick, are you still there?
Guys.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah, we're still here.
Rich people stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, see, for people that can't go into space, we ride Space Mountain. The billionaires go into space. The millionaires just ride Space Mountain.
Put the video down. I'm gonna show you where we are right now, just so you can get a view of what it is. Put us back on regular screen. All right. So you can see. I don't know if you can see.
Yeah, I see desert.
We're driving along the coast.
Clouds. Oh, that's ocean, not desert.
It's ocean. No, that's ocean. We're entering Santa Barbara. We're just coming through towards Santa Barbara. Yeah. Gorgeous day down here. I know that you guys have had tons of rain up there, but it's been gorgeous down here.
So you drove all the way there?
Yeah, we drove.
Wow, that's a long drive.
Oh, it's not too far. It's only about 7 hours. But you break it up, have lunch, see stuff.
Bartender says about Space Mountain. When I was a child, I thought I was actually going to space. I was so scared. that would be awesome.
That's great.
Yeah.
I love
that. When we went to Pirates of the Caribbean, I was telling both the girl child and Clara and Chris that when the only time previous to me being an adult that I went to Disneyland, I went as a very young child. I was probably 6 or 7, which makes Ian about 5. And I remember Pirates of the Caribbean very distinctly because there's one area where you run into, the boat comes into, and it's a cannons firing. They're fighting each other from a ship to a fort. And they're firing cannons back and forth, and it's all fake. But like the water next to you goes poosh, like there's a cannonball going into the water. My brother thought it was real, and screamed his bloody head off the entire time. Just lost his mind because he thought that they were shooting real cannonballs at him. So I think that going to Disneyland and having it's as a child, and thinking something is real is kind of a rite of passage. Every child needs to have that kind of terror put into them. So bartenders say you're in good stead. You're in good shape. You grew up right.
Well, what's the must do at Disneyland?
Chris says, what is the must do in Disneyland? Oh, the Blue Bayou's Muddy Christmas sandwiches.
Oh,
Blue Bayou.
okay.
The restaurant.
The restaurant.
You don't have to.
You have to, yeah, the restaurant is definitely a must do, but the Muddy Christmas sandwich is something special.
The restaurant is actually in the Pirates. of the
Yeah, I
Caribbean
don't know if you're
line.
aware, but yeah, the Blue Bayou restaurant is actually in the Pirates of the Caribbean. So if you have a seat on the edge on the balcony, it's right in the actual.
Oh,
Pirates
you're
of the
watching
Caribbean.
people go by,
hey,
and they can all
Look
see
at that! I
you.
mean, you can see it. We got hang gliders and paragliders. I don't know if you can
I
see
can
it.
kind of see that. Let's see where.
Oh yeah,
can
it's
I?
in the middle.
Yeah.
No, can I bring you forward? Oh, how
Yeah,
did you
sorry.
do that?
How did I do what? Uh-oh.
Yeah, we were just trying to add you to make it so that your screen was larger.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't do it really because I'm on a phone, unless I do this. But then that maybe.
Nope.
Oh no, we have to do this.
Nope. Yeah. All right. But just so you can get an idea of where I am right now, this is we're just coming into Santa Barbara. It's not as spectacular as it was before, but that's what we are right now. Coming down the road, palm trees, and everything.
Oh yeah,
All right.
the compression on that is tough.
Yes.
Horrible. Yeah, I mean, I am going down the freeway at 78 miles an hour. So anyway,
whatever.
I just needed to jump in and correct you about Spacebound.
Yeah,
You're
no,
wrong.
I still think it's not even in the top 10.
What would you say is in the top 10 then?
A lot of the rides at Great America that I went on, Top Gun.
Great America
especially.
doesn't.
Top
Well,
Gun.
Top Gun's okay.
Top Gun is great. Drop Zone is also great.
Top Gun is notable only because it's the only roller coaster I've ever ridden that has killed somebody.
Technically, the roller coaster didn't kill anybody.
No, it was the woman's leg getting shattered on the guy's head. God, that got
Yeah.
somebody.
That is not the fault of the roller coaster.
No, that is true. That is the fault of the guy that decided to go save his hat underneath the roller coaster.
Uh-huh.
Oh gosh, yeah. There's
Yeah,
some
for
dark
reference-
stories.
For reference, Top Gun is the kind of roller coaster where your legs dangle down. So there is no bottom to the coaster. You sit in a seat and your legs dangle down. Someone went on the roller coaster, lost their hat, then jumped the fence afterwards to go get their hat. And so the roller coaster came by, and one of the people's dangling legs hit the guy in the head.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. The
Still
girl,
a great roller
the
coaster,
girls-
though.
Yeah, it shattered her leg and did not do many favors to his head either. But yeah, I ended up shutting down Top Gun for a really long time.
I
But,
recommend it. It's a great ride.
It's an okay ride, but man,
Edie, whatever you do, don't go back and watch when you were having connection issues. Like the stream, Nick did
Oh.
you
What?
dirty.
I
Did he?
added you as your video froze on like a Blair Witch style up the nose shot.
oh no,
Yeah,
You're
don't
an
go look at it.
you're a
Save
jerk.
yourself.
You're a real jerk.
Then he just
I have-
kept it
Your
up there until
video
he disappeared.
froze. That's on you.
You're the worst. So I'll let you go and have the rest of the show, but I wanted to at least correct the record that Space Mountain is the best roller coaster in California. And
You can add to the record, but I don't think there's any correcting the record. All
right, have a good
your
show,
opinion
everyone.
is noted. Have a
we
good
will
time.
see you next week.
Have a good drive.
And I will be watching, so I'm going to be in the chat listening because I want to find out what happened with Grand Theft Auto because I want to hear about the hack. I've been out of.
We already talked about that. I was going to end the show after we end the call with you.
Oh, really?
I have a couple of news stories that I was
Oh, okay.
reminded
You've got a
of.
couple good ones. Good.
Yeah.
Good.
Okay. All right.
Then we'll keep
good. Well,
going.
I'll stay listening. See you next week, everyone. Bye.
Have a good one.
Hi.
Secretly, I want her to go back and look. Don't say
Okay.
anything.
What'd you
Okay.
have? I mean, I'm sure she will. She always goes back and watches the podcast.
Uh,
She watches these streams so she can edit them for the podcast.
Fair. I was reminded of the Mind's Eye.
Oh God, that's right.
I initially heard the story from Skill Up, but you can also find it. Like I'm sure AC will link a article for this. Mind's Eye is going to be re-releasing soon, and I don't have the exact date. However, the CEO seems to be doubling down that oh gosh, I feel like I should get the exact quote for this. But
Yeah,
okay, here it is. CEO of Rocket Boy, Mark Giard, said, "We know we had, without doubt, the worst launch in history," he acknowledged. And this is directly from This Week in Video Games, which is the Skill Up's website. They won an Australian News Award, by the way, for Best Independent Video Game News.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yes. You should check out their website if you want some like gaming news and reviews and stuff. So yeah, we know we had without doubt the worst launch in history, he acknowledged, and obviously there's many reasons for that, but we are planning to relaunch our game now that the interference has stopped. The game is being very well reviewed. The sales are increasing organically, doubling almost weekly. If you're only selling one game a week and you get two, that's still technically doubling.
True.
We like being able to control our own destiny as an independent studio, Giard added. We want to be close to our players. We want to listen to the community and evolve their game in an organic way. So when it comes out, it'll have a more accessible price change and will provide phenomenal value to our players. The content that they're going to add is a quest that will go into some of the very strong evidence of the sabotage, conducted quite a thorough investigation. Like, so you'll go into the game and get evidence of the sabotage that he received for his game.
Yeah.
In the side quest.
Like, I want to know how this happens. Are you going to be one of the sabotagers? Are you going to work to stop them? Is it just going to be like some notes that you bring up on a computer?
The mission will be called Blacklist. We are also using that to share some of the evidence of the sabotage with the community. That's all we know about it. I assume you're going to be finding it.
That he is crazy. He is absolutely crazy. His whole like, oh no, this awful launch was the concerted effort of sabotages, and I've reported them to the police, and we have evidence of this. But I'm down with this crazy.
I mean, if the game comes out in a better technical position, which it was awful, like it was horribly unoptimized, it was buggy. This was not a baked cake. It was still runny in the middle, maybe a bit on the sides. There was not a concerted effort to sabotage him. It just sucked.
Yeah. But like, even if the game is still kind of shit to play, I appreciate someone saying, fuck it, I'm putting the evidence in a DLC. I want the dirty laundry aired.
You want more crazy.
I want more crazy. There's not enough of like this type of crazy in video games. It's all like billionaires and like, oh, I'm gonna lay people off. It's all like make us a game and then lay you off type of crazy. It's not fun crazy.
You just missed Edie talking. You're good.
Oh,
they were going back and forth.
about
self-sabotage is still, it's just him breaking his own game. That's the evidence.
Yeah.
But yeah, just wanted to let everyone know that Mind's Eye, everyone's favorite game, will be relaunching at a lower price with some more content.
I mean, I might have to get it just to check out this DLC. I just need to see this evidence.
From what I've heard, like the game's middling. Like if you could play it well, I don't think it's anything special.
No, I watched a streamer play a pretty good chunk of it, and the part that I saw seemed to have a relatively decent story. But it was just a lot of drive here, shoot some people, then drive here, shoot some people, drive here, shoot some people, and the driving and shooting were both mediocre.
Yeah.
It's like, well, what do you do with that?
Marathon's still going, or do you mean playing Marathon?
Maybe both. I mean, from what I know, I guess we haven't talked about Marathon much since the launch, but Marathon is a unique live service game because I think it's got a lot of good reviews. It's got a pretty solid player base, but it might not have the numbers that Sony wanted.
Yeah.
So it's in like this tricky position of being really good, being really well received, but maybe not good enough.
Yeah. We'll see how long. Like Sony's pretty particular about their live service games. We'll see how well it goes for them. I'd be surprised if it gets shut down, but maybe not as surprised as I should be.
I feel like they would want to keep it around just because it would be such a bad PR hit.
Oh yeah, they can't handle very many more live services being shut
I
down.
mean, they can't have another Concord. Sony can't do Concord 2 times in a row.
No. But yeah, I just wanted to mention that one because, like you said, it's crazy.
Yeah.
He's crazy, but kind of in a good way.
And I would hate to work for him, but I enjoy reading the news stories about him.
Okay. The last thing I want to mention was you can get your likeness in PlayStation games. Sony is rolling out a project for this. The first one is going to be for Gran Turismo 4, and this will expand if other games want to do this. Personally, I would like to be a minion in like Uncharted 5. Like who we got I think 4 in there, 5?
4. I don't know. I wasn't counting. Yes,
okay.
go on. Yeah.
Yes. So how it's going to work, they're targeting their biggest fans. You'll sign up and they'll check to see how much you've played. Then you'll get an interview. Where when you sign up, you'll get a few questions about PlayStation. Like, what do you like? How much do you play? Stuff like that. You'll then go into a video interview with a bunch of versus a bunch of other people. They'll whittle it down. You'll do another interview. And then I think there's one more interview before they choose the one person who's going to add their likeness. And then they're going to fly them out to a digital studio to get them rendered in. All the scans and stuff for the person. And then they'll put it in the audience for Gran Turismo.
And this is a pretty cool idea.
For a limited time.
But that's a lot of that's a lot of effort to do for something that's a limited time.
Yeah, no, it is crazy. And I'm not sure exactly what their goal is with this. Are you trying to make brand loyalty? Or are you trying to get one individual person to love you forever because once they were in Gran Turismo and they're going to have to go watch some players stream to find when it first came out because it's no longer in there so that they can show their grandkids that they were in a PlayStation 5 game?
I feel like all the interviews are to make sure that the person they choose is not really problematic. It's like, okay, show us your social media, show us everything. Are you a Nazi? Are you a racist? We need to make sure that the person we choose to put in the game is not going to come out that, PlayStation put a Nazi in Gran Turismo. It's like, God damn it. Fuck. I think that's why the interview process is so stringent, but it's also so stringent. And the fact that this is a limited time, it's a lot of work to do something.
And other games may want to do this.
But other games have done this before. I know a bunch of sports games in the past have had a hey, use the PlayStation camera to scan your face and we'll put you in the game as a playable character.
Yeah, I think this is a weird one. I don't know what this is for. Like, there are some times where I like look at, uh, generally, okay, that looks like a fun event to hype up PlayStation players. This is one dude,
Yeah.
I
I feel like this should be
genderless dude. Like, it could be anyone. But yeah, one person gets this reward for a limited time. At best, they get to fly out.
Yeah, this should be like part of a contest, right? Like, oh, well, we're gonna launch the PlayStation 6, and as part of that, we're gonna scan a fan into one of the big launch PS6 games. Like something like that.
Yeah.
AC Wraith says you get scanned for PlayStation games or non-consensual porn.
I mean,
which also does raise the question, like, you're getting your face and body scanned. What are those scans going to be used for?
Yeah. I mean, do you have any control over it?
Yeah, I would assume no. I love playing games that aren't popular, don't meet expectations. Yeah, I play a lot of PlayStation games, but I don't play the Sony games. Do you think they'll still choose me?
Just downloaded High on Life 2. I hear High on Life 2 is pretty good, especially if you like the first one, because it's just the first one, but better in most ways, but the performance was bad. And maybe that's not the case on PlayStation, but yeah. And happy birthday.
Gift. Yeah.
We both clicked on it.
Yep. Happy birthday.
Yeah, no, I just wanted to throw this in because I thought the PlayStation one was goofy. And honestly, the Mind's High one is also goofy.
Yeah.
Two different levels of goofy.
Said it's already intended not just for Gran Turismo. They want a database of real life faces. But like,
which that seems evil.
That seems but you can just as easily generate faces as you can scan real life faces. Like, if you just want a database of faces,
technically that's easier than ever.
Yeah, like just make your AI make a bunch of faces. Like, why go to all the trouble to scan people? The reason you scan people is because they're actors and you want their likeness and you want their acting ability to translate into the game.
And if it was permanent, that would make even more sense.
Yeah.
But like, limited time seems odd, an odd choice.
Yeah, I this definitely feels like an experiment. Like, they're testing something here, but I don't know what the larger implications of it are.
Yeah. Hey, none of our employees wanted to get full 3D scan, so let's convince some fan to do it. Let's prove the technology works.
Yeah.
Oh.
Says I played a Team Eco game. Oops. Now you've got your face scanned.
Okay, this is going to be a little ad hoc. Last thing I want to bring up, because that's the end of that story. That's I think we're pretty much done with the news.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken. Okay. I saw a short on YouTube like yesterday that it was a person who had set up a floppy disk. Like, they have a floppy disk connector into their computer, and they essentially loaded a program that let them take a floppy disk, put it in the reader, and it would start whatever game was programmed to start on the floppy disk through Steam. So like, you could pull out a Counter-Strike 2 disc, plug it in, and it would just boot up Counter-Strike 2. Or he pulled that out and put in Apex Legends, and it would boot up Apex Legends. And I just want to give an appreciation shout out to it, because that is sick as fuck.
Okay, was it?
I can find it for you. 2 seconds.
Wait, I think I've got it. Was it this guy? Oh wait, I need to add him to the screen.
Yes. Essentially, you just plug in the video. He plugs in a floppy disk that he set up, and it just boots up Counter-Strike.
Huh. Okay, wait. Okay, gotta get to him. Putting the floppy disk in.
Obviously, Counter-Strike can't fit on a floppy disk, but it's just a program, and you have to. He says it's not the easiest thing in the world. You have to get some scripts running, but you can set it up so that you can set up all of your digital library on floppy disks that you have to pull out and plug in. Yeah, he just pulls out the disk, plugs in a Apex Legends straight with CS2 still on, closes out the game, loads up Apex.
It's a game key card, like what the Switch has.
Yeah. But with the satisfying clunk of a floppy disk. So yeah,
Yeah.
if you want a digital collection of games, like if you want the tactile function of inserting a game on PC, it can be done with a little know-how.
We can go back to physical.
It's so I don't know. This tickles me. Okay, it tickles me in a way that I didn't think I wanted.
I think there's definitely something to be said for, a physical game. Like I said, the fact that all the special editions only come with digital items, I think lessens the value of them. I want some physical bullshit.
This is Mr. Yeaster's video that we're like playing on screen. I don't know how YouTube, if he comes across this, sorry, we're not stealing your content. It's just really cool. And
yeah, it's really cool. So yeah, check out his other videos. I don't know what else he does, but this one is cool.
Yes.
Bartender asks, "Are you excited for a mouse PI for hire?"
Don't know what that is.
I don't know. It's like a very old school Disney style shooter.
Oh, it's not where I thought that was going. I was expecting like visual novel, Sherlock Holmes adventure, not shooter.
Let's see if I can get a video of it.
Oh, that's even okay. I have seen like it is kind of first person, hand drawn, monochrome, old cartoon.
It looks
style.
like Steamboat Willie has a noir detective.
That's okay. That is pretty cool, actually.
Yeah, it looks cool. I just don't know how it will play. I don't know if it'll be fun or not.
I hope they add the early Mickey Mouse to it. Like, I hope that's the villain, because that is technically in the commons now.
It is. You're right.
And just have him straight up be the villain would be fantastic.
Just having murking people. Just old Steamboat Willie out here executing people.
This looks pretty fun. This looks like it was built with a lot of love.
Oh yeah. This is built by someone who went to school for animation and is like, well, I can't get a job in any of the other studios, so I'm just gonna make my own game with really cool animation.
Spinach and his arms grew. You can see where they get a lot of their inspirations from.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think this looks cool. I just don't know. I don't know about it. I want to see more about it.
I hope it does well.
AC Wraith says cloth maps for the win.
Those were sick.
Yes. Oh, the cloth maps were the best.
But
okay.
Yeah.
That's all I have for the day.
Our outro is a bit of a wet blanket. But yeah, that's all I got.
Where do you see the outro? Oh, no, we haven't done the outro yet.
No, I just meant it's like, okay, and we're done, guys. You can leave.
Yep, we're done. Oh, I guess we never did the news sounder. Commentary, something.
Commentary, yeah.
Stop that. Okay, outro. There we go. Thank you for listening and watching. This has been GameHounds episode 15 with Nick Nicola and Andrew Smith. And
15. Just 15.
Just 15? Yeah, GameHounds episode 15.
That's what you said. No, 8:15.
8:15. Thank you for watching. You can. I'm waiting for AC Ray to paste the links in the chat. But hey, you can follow us on Patreon. You can follow us join our Discord. Do all that good stuff. Standard and game banners. Where is it? Yeah. Okay. There it is. Like, subscribe, follow us, leave a review, all that good stuff. That's all I got.
Yeah. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. Anytime. Thank you for being here. And
We miss
we're
you, Edie.
out.
Come back for this bit.
Oh, no. Okay, here. There's the Discord. There's the Discord again. There's the Patreon. Thank you, AC Wraith. And now with that done, I think we're out.
Okay, have a good one.
Bye.